Hey folks, Moses Woodson here from the High Desert Homestead. Down on the homestead today, and our good friend and neighbor Mike and his wife, they come over and we had a cookout. And I've been watching, I believe his name is George Spavey or Spivey. He's a German and he makes crossbows. And my wife got a special deal on these at Big 5 Sports, and I've been watching him and kind of got the bug for a crossbow, and I said, well, what better way to do it than buy one that's cheap? So we ended up buying these. I bought 2 of them, and we got them on sale for like 10 bucks a piece. So pretty handy little deal. It comes with 5 little bolts, and me and Mike were going to shoot it a little bit just to test it out. I was shooting it some the other night, and I believe it's pretty good little crossbow. I believe a man could take and get small game with it. I shot it through a wall accidentally. It came all disassembled. It's got a steel spring. The sights, I adjusted the sights. It has windage and elevation, which is pretty nice for these. Most of them don't. And for the money, I mean, you can't hardly beat. It fits good in your hand. It's lightweight. You do have to steady it quite a bit, but overall the rail's pretty sturdy. You can take it apart and you can store it flat. These ends actually come off this steel spring. You can disassemble the whole thing fairly quick with just one Allen wrench. So, pretty nice little deal. If you've got a survival pack, you can throw it in your truck, throw it on your 4-wheeler. If a man got stranded out, you could kill something and eat it. Whether it be a lizard, a rabbit, or a squirrel, or whatever. If you had it with you, you could probably take it and survive with it. So we're at about 10 yards or 30 feet, which is pretty good for small game. It's rated at 150 feet per second, so not too shabby for a little handheld pistol crossbow.
Yep, if you with the wind, you can get something pretty low. You got a good 5-mile-an-hour headwind coming off.
Yeah.
We're going all the way to the Quills.
It's packed full of sand. It'll get you every time.
Later on and
Oh yeah. It cocks fairly easy. It's rated at 25 pounds, so
on. Feels like it.
make sure you put the good safety on it. Oh yeah.
That one looked like it.
So the operation's pretty simple. Cock, put your cocking mechanism forward. Your safety's right here on the side. Take your bolt, put it under the keeper, push it back to the safety bolt. You're ready to shoot.
Much better.
Much better.
Nice group. Yeah, I think less time spent aiming is better.
Yeah. Reflex.
Yeah, just kind of find your target and go. You know, I think it seems to work the best.
See right there, and I think I'm pulling it off.
Yeah, well, it's
That-
easy because
that trigger is stout.
it's
Is
so
that all?
light. So that's it. You had forward, you have forward load. It's so light. Something to steady the front load.
So we moved back 5 more yards. So now we're at 15 yards, about 45 feet. Let's see how much penetrating power it has. This box is plumb full of sand, so it's doing fairly good at 10 yards. Let's see about 15 yards. The wind's starting to blow, so let's see how long You have to hold it a little bit higher at 15 yards, so you can't bury the sight at 15.
That was a center mass shot.
Slows down quite a bit. Oh yeah.
Looks to me like it's penetrating full. So I think if you were injured or sick and stuck to your wits to get something close, I think you probably could feed yourself. If you had to.
Sit real still.
Might not eat well, but you'd eat something, I think.
I believe so. At 15 yards, and it's kinetic energy that actually penetrates with a bow and arrow or with a crossbow. It's not force. A lot of people think it's velocity, but it's actually kinetic force. So even a small bow, I know people that's taken bighorn sheep, they've taken deer, they've taken a lot of big animals with a small 40, 45 pound bow. So it's not the draw strength, it's the kinetic energy.
Look at those two there all the way up to the...
That's all the way up to the quills. That one hit kind of sideways. There again, I packed this down with sand. I didn't just throw some sand in there. It's packed. I mean, it's got a lot of sand in it. So, and I packed it in there with the shovel, packed it down so that it would be tight. So it's doing really well for 15 yards. I'm pretty impressed with this little. Regularly at Big 5 Sports, they're like 30 bucks. Like I said, we got them for 10, and for 10 bucks, even $30. This right here would be a good item to pack with you into the backcountry, to have on your four-wheeler, like I said, your tractor, whatever you're working around the place with, for a good little old silent weapon. It's cheap, it's inexpensive. Once you have it, I mean, until its string wears out, because it does rub, has a little bit of drag here on the trough, but you just got the initial investment. After that, you're not buying ammo for it unless you lose your bolts.
If you were within 5 feet or so of a snake, you could pin it down.
Oh yeah, you could definitely take it.
Probably
protect yourself with it from a predator.
Might be enough pain to scare away something like a coyote or a javelina.
In a have-to situation, it would definitely get it done. Try it out there, Mike. 15 yards. You gotta aim a little higher, full sight almost.
I'm still hitting in the same spot.
I think we pull it off. It's so light that you pull the front off.
I think so, yeah. Had a lot of wavering on that one.
Your pattern's good.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're aiming, but your pattern looks real good.
I've actually been aiming a little high and towards the center, so I think I'll try and compensate this time and see what we get. A little lower, a little more to the right. Well, went right off the right side.
Got one more there, brother. No big deal. With such a small,
so light
crossbow, you have to really make minuscule adjustments. Because,
yeah, 1 degree back here, 5 degrees up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's morning time, folks. The other day we was down on the homestead, last week in fact, and we shot this little crossbow around and had some fun with it. I want to throw this in as a little extra. See how powerful it is. I'm at 7 yards right here. I'm gonna shoot at an aerosol can and see what happens. Let's see if I can, number one, hit it. Number two, let's see how much damage it does. First shot. Went right beside it. Second shot. Well, I hit it. No puncture. Third shot. I lost that bolt. I'm gonna have to get somebody else out here that's got better eyesight than me to take and find it. Third shot, here we go. Shot right above it. Let's see what kind of damage we did there. I actually punctured it. It punctured and bounced off. This is the top of the can where the aerosol's not. This is kind of just a cap, but I actually punctured it. Let's see if we can actually get a explosion out of it. I want to take a look at the tip too. Shot this yellow arrow at it. Didn't really hurt the tip. And I would say you could probably grind these tips down a little bit. I don't know if they're hollow or not, or if they're solid. You could grind those down and make them a little sharper. Dead center. This is at 7 yards. Now, 7 yards is 21 feet. I'm 21 feet from that can, and I nailed that can dead center. I don't know why there's not an explosion. It is an aerosol can. But it just goes to show you 21 feet is how long it takes for an attacker to get up on you. If it's a dog, it's going to be quicker. 21 feet and you shoot center mass, you've got a pretty good weapon here. That would easily take out a squirrel. We were shooting at 15 yards down on the Homestead, half this distance. We were still penetrating a box full of sand. These weapons, and it's a weapon, make no mistake, it's not a toy. These weapons are a good all-around survival weapon. If this is all you had in your possibles bag, your getaway bag, I believe you could eat with it if you got good with it and you didn't lose your bolts. You could even make bolts. So at anywhere up to 15 yards, we even went up to 20 yards down on the Homestead shooting, still making good penetration. Slows down a little bit, so you might have to lead something that's moving, but this right here would keep you alive in a survival type situation. Having one of these broke down components in a little knit bag or something, this right here, if you could put it together in your possibles bag, some people might say, why not just carry a pistol? Well, there's a lot of places you can't go with a pistol, and there, you would eventually run out of ammo. Now, if it was a 3-day deal, no big deal. If you were out for a lot longer, I think this right here is a good thing to have in a truck. It's a good thing to have in your possibles bag. It's definitely a good thing to have around the homestead. 4 shots. You can see, hit the can dead center. At 7 yards, I've got my sights set for 15. I have to pull a lot lower, but that is a pretty good dent, and it went right in and buried it in at 7 yards. That's pretty strong for a hand crossbow. Hopefully I can find that other bolt. Appreciate you guys. See you later.